Hello, everyone. So we're just gonna wait for a couple of people to uh, just to tell people to get in, and then we'll get started. Hello, everyone. So we're just gonna wait for people to join, and we'll get started in 1 minute. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you guys for joining us today. We will Before we get started today, I'm gonna introduce myself and also Asiana. Um, so I'm gonna go first. So hi everyone, my name is Maital. My pronouns are she, hers, and T, and I am the Youth Justice Organizer here at Freedom Inc. And I'll pass it on to Asiana. You're muted.
Hey y'all, I'm Asiana and I'm a youth leader here at Freedom Inc., helping with the No Cops in School movement.
Thank you, Asiana. So we are on here today to read the statement that we put out on Friday about uh, Police Chief Barnes wanting the cops back in schools, and then also really talking about the incident that happened at Black Hawk. So I'm gonna give it the floor to Asiana so that she could read us the statement. Asiana, you're muted again.
OMG, I need to I need to be paying attention. My bad, y'all. But dear freedom fighters, earlier this week, Madison Police Chief Barnes announced his desire to bring police back into our schools. Chief Barnes is a puppet for the oppressive forces of white supremacy, surveillance, and militarism seeking to reinstate school police officers under the guise of safety. But let's be crystal clear. Police are not the answer to protecting our schools. It's beyond time for a radical shift towards investing in transformative solutions that center the needs of our most impacted youth, Black youth, youth of color, LGBTQ youth, and youth with disabilities. By attempting to bring back school police, Chief Barnes is not just disregarding the tireless efforts of organizations like Freedom Inc., but actively working against the progress made in the fight for educational justice. His action speaks volume about where his loyalties truly lie, and they are not with our community's well-being. The research is unequivocal. Police presence in schools does not enhance safety or prevent violence. Instead, it perpetuates a culture of fear and aggression, disproportionately harming Black students and students of color, and perpetuating the insidious school to prison pipeline. The Freedom Youth Squad and our allies have long been at the forefront of demanding the removal of police from schools, advocating for community driven alternatives such as mental health support, restorative justice, and holistic initiatives that uplift students, teachers, and families. On March 8th, a black 14-year-old student from Black Hawk Middle School was handcuffed by police in front of their classmates. It is never okay for middle school students to be treated so harshly. Young people deserve care, respect, and support. Freedom Inc. has always supported young people, and we will continue to do so. In addition to taking care of students and helping them resolve conflict, we are demanding that police do not be called on young people. It is high time for Chief Barnes red, it is high time Chief Barnes redirects his focus towards addressing the violence and abuse within his own ranks, rather than perpetrating harmful policing practices in our educational institutions. Instead of trying to increase the number of students who have to deal with cops whenever they are trying to attend school, Chief Barnes could focus on addressing police violence locally and nationally. Just last year, a school cop in Sun Prairie was charged with sexually abusing young people. Here are a few of the other incidents where school cops sexually assaulted young people in recent years. In 2024, in Albington, Pennsylvania, a school police officer was arrested for sexually abusing a 17-year-old student. Also in 2024, in Omaha, Nebraska, a school resource officer was arrested for sexually assaulting a student. And in 2023, New, in New Bern, North Carolina, an officer was charged with sexual misconduct against a student. Locally, in 2023, in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, a school resource officer was charged with sexual abuse of a student. And then, along with September in 2022, in San Jose, California, an officer was charged with repeatedly sexually assaulting a student. And then in 2019, in Lansing, Michigan, a school resource officer was convicted of sexually assaulting 3 high school girls over the course of 3 years. In 2019, in Lansing, in 2017, in Alvin, Texas, a school police officer was convicted of sexually assaulting a middle school student over 20 times, beginning when she was 13. And in 2015, in Houston, Texas, a school resource officer sexually assaulted a middle school student. We will not back down in our fight to keep our children safe from the harms of policing, and we will continue to demand that MMSD prioritize the voices and need of our most impacted youth. Real change starts with keeping cops out of school, holding school staff accountable for calling police on children, investing in the leadership, wellness, and creativity of Black and youth of color, embracing transformative justice over punitive measures, and empowering our communities to have a real say in the decisions that shape our schools. Ride with us and ride with us in this. Fight for justice because our young people deserve nothing less. Love and power, the Youth Justice Team. Freedom Inc.
Thank you, Adriana, for reading that our statement that we put out on Friday. If you want to continue reading on our statement, make sure you look at it on our Facebook page. It is up right now. And again, we are fighting for police not to be in schools, making sure that we make the schools a safest place for our kids, right? We know that police are not the solution to making them safe. So there is plenty of like examples of incidents that has happened in schools where police are actually not protecting us. So making sure that we continue this fight. So um, we are having other plans events happening this week, so make sure you follow us on Facebook to see what our next steps are. Also follow us on Freedom Youth Squad if you haven't yet, because this is their campaign, police free schools. And we're going to continue fighting to making sure that police don't come back to schools. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and you guys have a good night.
See ya. Thank you.